Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome back. It's Charlie. Well, it was 16 years ago, early this morning, that my wife and I, my first wife, getting ready to go to St. Michael's Hospital. This was in Wisconsin, Stevens Point, to go see our first ultrasound of our son. And I remember going downstairs and turning the TV on and turning on CNN. That's basically all you do is in Wisconsin is watch the Weather Channel and CNN, both which I used to love to do. And to my surprise, it's like one of the towers seemed like it was on fire. It was crazy. I remember yelling up to Carrie. I'm like, Carrie, oh my God, one of the Twin Towers is on fire. And she's like, what? And then she came downstairs. And we were just standing there together in front of the TV, and shortly thereafter, the second plane slammed into the other tower. Pretty amazing. We were just speechless, you know. We're standing there in the living room, holding each other, watching the TV and watching all this debris fall out of the building, and while the other building is all in flames, engulfed, and it was just awful. And then we just kept watching, and actually watching, not really quite sure now that it seems so long ago, but pretty sure that it was people that were jumping out of the buildings. Couldn't even imagine how horrific that was. But for what was supposed to be such a happy occasion for Carrie and I, got to be somewhat marred. And because she and I both worked at the hospital, and we're walking in, we're telling everybody, oh my God, you know, the Twin Towers is on fire. And everybody's like, no. It's like, really go to the break room or go turn on the TV and put on CNN or something. And then I think there was a slight announcement over the PA system in the hospital that had mentioned this. And you could have just heard a pin drop in the entire hospital. And St. Michael's is a fairly big hospital. It's a nice facility. And we're just stunned. I mean, we're sitting there. We went to go check in. We're sitting there next to each other, holding each other's hands, and just in total amazement. You know, we were speechless. We really couldn't say anything to each other. Didn't know what to do, and so they finally called our name, and we went in and told the lady that was doing the ultrasound what happened. She's like, oh my God, really? And it was pretty horrible. I mean, I'm sure we could all remember where we were, what we were doing that terrible morning. I know that I definitely felt very vulnerable in this country for something horrible like that to happen. I mean, how could something like that happen? And then you see the one tower crumble. It's just amazing. I don't want to say amazing. It's just incredible. Just the people that were still in there when the other tower fell. To think, how can some people do something so cruel, so heartless to, let alone one human being? I mean, many lives, all at once. And I know I've heard all the conspiracy theories and everything. Excuse me. I'm still, I don't know. It's just still a lot to take in 16 years later. But anyway, friends, that's my little bit of history with 9/11 and what my wife and I experienced. It was supposed to be a happy morning, turned a bit sad. We left the hospital though, feeling a little bit better. We had pictures of the baby, of Christopher, and so we were a little bit more elated and happy. But I remember for the rest of the day, it was just watching the news all day long. Anyway, guys, take care of yourselves, take care of one another. Just remember today, say a prayer for all those lives lost. Say a prayer for all the victims of the hurricanes, Texas, the islands, Florida, people in Mexico. Anything can happen so quickly. Life is so fragile. You never really understand how fragile it is until something bad like this happens. You know, it's just live for today. Don't take today or from here on it after for granted. Don't take each other for granted. I'm still a little sick, feeling achy. I was inside the library and I was freezing because the air conditioner's on, and I came out here with my sweater on, and now I'm sweltering. This is another thing that makes me so sick out here. Anyway, my friends, take a little time to reflect today what happened, and I shall see you all later. Love you all. Please take care of yourselves.